Okay, 12th of September. Just give you a quick look round, show you what I'm doing and how miserable the weather's changed. The Oloroso and the Lettuce that I grew, we've eaten most of them, to be honest with you. They're quite good. I've put some coriander in. If I get away with it, I don't know. A lot of this has been eaten by the slugs. Chickens have been eating it as well. I quite like it. And I planted about 6 rows, but they're the only ones that have come up of Little Gem and Cos. And it looks like the spring onions seem to be doing okay. Not as good as what I thought they would, but they seem to be doing alright. I started to train the vine. I don't know if you can see that. I tied them in. I don't know if I'm going to get anything on this vine because I think it's an indoor variety, but I've got one of the allotments that I've inherited, and then I'm obviously going to train it along them wires. Maybe 2 bunches each side, get about 12 bunches off it if it does. Fennel herb started to seed. As you can see now, that's really tall. That must be about 11 foot tall. The weather's gone really miserable in the UK, northwest. It's going to go down to 8 degrees tonight, 3 in rural areas they reckon, which is shocking. Parsley's, I might get something out of this year. I've cut all the oregano back, the thyme, and I've dried them in the house. I'll do the same with the rosemary. Just cut it right back because you've got to prune that really aggressively. I'll get that done in the next couple of days, and the tarragon, I'll just let that die back. Plus the tarragon, the fennel, they all come back again next year. So I don't need to worry about that. Sage's done really well. Did terrible on it last year. And let's have a quick look at these carrots. I've been pulling some of the carrots, some of the beetroot. But what I'll do for you now, the first time I've done one actually. These are called flyaway. They're meant to be carrot fly resistant or tolerant, I think the word is. So, okay. Just pull one up. That's not too bad. Oh, I'll show you that. Oh, it's not great. Oh, good dear. It's not great, but better than what I expected. See that? Okay. You're gonna have to excuse me, I'm not great with the camera. It's the first time I've done this kind of thing. Right, let's have a look at something that's a bit close to the beetroot wise, and I can pull one of them up for you. I can always use it. It's a bit thin. There you go. Let's pull this one. Now that is a small one. They're not all like that. Again, I don't know if you can see that. That's only a tiny one, and compared to some of the bigger ones that I've got in. You can see them. Some of them are quite big. There you go. That's a bad boy. So, doing alright this year. Now the plan with the fruit bushes is, look at that Reuben is flying on. It's set some flowers as well. I'm assuming I might get some blackberries. So what I'm going to do with the wood, 1, 2 and 3, I'm going to put them in like that into the ground. I'm not going to knock them down because I want them probably the same level as that fence, next to those fence. I'm going to knock it in, and then I'm going to drill some holes, 4 holes, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to use it as supports. I'm going to run it all the way across to that one at the end, and obviously through the middle one to give it a bit of strength. And then I can grow me bushes up because I'm going to put some prima cane raspberries, 2 lots there, and I'm going to get another Reuben. So I've got 2 raspberries, 2 blackberries, and I've got a Hikanami yellow and a Hikanami red. Now you can train these up, your gooseberries, so that's what I'm going to do, because this new growth here, this is where next year's gooseberries are going to come from. So that's the plan with that. So I don't think it's going to happen today because it's chucking it down. So maybe in the next day or two. And it's my turkeys. I'll tell you what we'll do, let's go in, because there should be some eggs in there hopefully, so that'll be... Hello! Hello girls! Hello, these are my girls, that's Lily, named after my mother's mother, my grandmother. That is, I get these two confused, that's Nell. Hello Nell, named after my mum. And there's Sally, named after my dad's mum, my other grandmother. And she is the leader of the pack. She's at the top of the pecking order, even over these two bad boys. There is no messing about where she is. She keeps the whole brood in order. She's brilliant. It's funny to watch. Okay. Well, so I'll just give you a quick thing, give me. Hey up. So that's where they go in. It's a bit muddy over here. I'm really trying to get the drainage sorted out. That's the door, obviously. I built this with some 12mm ply. Everyone said, don't, it's only going to last you, but it's done alright. And then, if you look in, you can see in there, that's where the turkeys sleep, and then the chickens go through into the back there. You see that? There's a bit of muck in here. What you do, any poop, you just scoop it up, chuck it in your compost bin, which is over there in the corner. So, let's have a quick look. What I've done, I've just put a couple of clasps underneath, if you can see them there. All I do, click it off. There's a little flap at the back there that stops the rain coming in, see that? And another clip here. Let me swap hands. Excuse this terrible camera work. And then open! Oh, there you go. Now then, there's only two of them laid. So, what I'll do, I'll leave them for a minute. When I've stopped filming, I'll come back for them. Well, if you see that, it's just where they come through. You've got all the hair to lie in, and that's where they lay. I'll tell you what, it doesn't get better than that. Fresh eggs in the morning. And obviously, I've had to put these flags in. That's the feeder. I keep it under a little and it just drops it out as you tap it. I've built this little thingy for them, but they just seem to stay on top. And I put the flags in because it's ooh, hey up. She's getting all look at that. She gets all territorial when you come in. She starts doing this googling noise, or whatever you want to call it, gobbling noise, that's it. Pretty easy to build, to be honest with you. Not difficult at all. This is from a guy who can't knock a nail in, or who couldn't knock a nail in up until 12 months ago. Still got straws coming. It's the 12th of September. I've still got flowers on. I have no idea what variety this is. No idea at all. I don't know if anyone else, whoever's watching, can tell me if they've still got strawberries and I'm getting excited over nothing. Oh, I'm picking them all the time. Loads of them. I can't believe it. Or is it a late variety? Is there such a thing? Yeah, the rain's coming down now. Okay, courgette still flying along, even more so when I took the broad beans out. I'll put another two in, like I say. Let me just show you what we've done here. We've taken it all down, all the bushes have come down. This is where all the earth is coming from that I'm using to fill me beds. And it's just there under a pile, and I take it 6 bags a day. It's going to fit in the car. So we're going to build a fence right across. We've got that coming tomorrow. And here's my coop from a distance. Rhubarb, let that die back. You seen that last time. Look at them straws there. Okay. A greenhouse. If you've seen it from a distance. Only a 66. I'm doing this today because I can't get up the allotment. The weather's terrible and it's so muddy up there. I'll just go in. I'll just shut the door over there. Oh, there you go. Right. To be honest with you, I'll be very surprised if these go red. The weather's turning that bad down, especially at night. It's not warm enough, I don't think. But I found a cracking recipe for green tomato chutney. Some of these are doing really well, you know, we're still eating them. You know, some of the ones there. See, I don't know the difference. I think one's Moneymaker and one's Garden's Delight, but I'm not sure. They're the cherry ones. And again, if anyone's watching, let me know. I've got big ones and cherry ones. So which is Garden's Delight and which is Moneymaker? I brought the peppers inside because we're just doing terrible outside. Look at this. Try and put my hand on, I'll give you a bit of. Oh, that is a beauty. That's a beef steak. Again, I'm not sure of the variety. Just look at the bloody size of that. It's massive. And again, we've been eating them. I've took one of the sun golds out because that was it. We'd finished the tomatoes and I'd snapped it when I was pruning it right at the beginning. But these things are gorgeous. Sun golds, couple dropping off there. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do with this Advantage greens, spring greens, because it's only got its sprouting leaves on. So whether I get it in this year, I don't know. If I don't, so be it. Basil, chilies are going red. You see them. So we're feeding them with potassium once a fortnight. Once a fortnight with potassium. Once every other week with potassium. Once every other week with grow more liquid. Because obviously they're in pots, they've got no nutrients in there. So we're going to some red. We go in. These are the ones I got from Asda. I've got some in the house as well, which are even redder, to be honest with you. So if anyone knows which is the small ones are Moneymaker or Garden's Delight and the bigger ones. Let's see if we've got some red ones. Okay, oh, these are Herbinger at the bottom here. These are doing brilliantly. I wish I'd have planted these earlier. Absolutely amazing. I mean, if you just, I can get it. Sorry, I should have organised this before I come in. I mean, look at them. Look at 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 8 on there. Massive. And same at the back there. I don't know if you can see that. No, I can't. I'll just move the camera around a bit for you. Again, up at the top. Absolutely massive bounty off it. You know, they are amazing. But I think I'm too late. I got them free. So that's the next venture, is to get some wires across there on them pieces of wood, and then I can get some like a nice trellis, I think the word is, or frame, that the fruit bushes can climb up, because that's going to be my fruit bush section. If you remember, I took all the fruit bushes down to the allotment because they were just dead on side. I think it looked nice there, and I can probably put some kind of netting over it as well. Okay, so that's it. 12th of September. Get that fence in tomorrow as well. Maybe not tomorrow.